Hey, what's going on, guys? How's everyone doing today? But today I'm going to show you guys my Skyreach Sork build that's just for Skyreach and making some money and help people level up and stuff. You destroy everything in the room and your ultimate gets you get it pretty fucking fast. But yeah, this is this build's only really for doing Skyreach stuff. I don't recommend doing dungeons at all. But yeah, I was slacking there a little bit, but usually the idea is to pull them all, and then what I do usually is sit behind here throwing down my ultimate and shit like that. So let's get into the sets, why don't we? All right, so we are here. I'll show you guys my build and stuff like that. I am running the Dead Waters. This doesn't give you any magic status, or it just gives you health and stuff. And the reason why I have is because the 5th piece, it's because you gain ultimate when you're killing enemies, and for some reason before you gain ultimate naturally pretty fast because of the Fighter Guild skill line right here, Slayer. I mean, not Slayer, Banish the Wicked or whatever. But you have to have a now you have to have a Fighters Guild ability slotted. Back in the day you didn't have to, you just got ultimate when you killed an enemy and stuff like that. So that's why when you're killing stuff, you don't get your ultimate as fast. And in there, it's kind of necessary, or not necessary. It's kind of detrimental to have it and stuff like that. If you don't have it, you usually are probably going to die. It's just a lot slower and stuff like that. But yeah, I run Dead Water. You know, the stam is good, the health is, you know, good and stuff like that, because you know you're gonna need to break free and roll dodge and stuff if the archers are targeting you. So the extra stam is not hurtful. I would honestly probably get different traits. Honestly, probably precise I recommend, because the more you're gonna want a lot of critical spell critical and stuff like that. This isn't my best build, and like I said in the beginning, I don't recommend doing this in like vet content. Normal dungeons, yeah, it's a purely AoE build only. It's meant for Skyreach to get some money. You know, you run people through Skyreach, they'll pay you and stuff like that. I know Skyreach is kind of outdated because of the XP farm going on in what's it called, Black Rose Prison, and I know that's pretty good, but I usually don't do that. I just do Skyreach because I feel like it's just faster. It's just I don't know, I feel like it's more fun. I like running through and just seeing all the numbers, you know, killing all those ads, like, you know, 50 ads at once, you know, it's really fun. All right, for my monster set, I'm using Balorgs because we're getting ultimate constantly, right? So it makes sense. Like, honestly, Balorgs is like 100% up when you're killing shit. Not joking. Last 12 seconds you get your ultimate like every 3 seconds when you kill stuff. It's crazy. And it's not just you kill stuff with your ultimate. If you just kill stuff with your abilities and stuff like that, you get ultimate. And so I'm running Balords. The penetration is good, and the awesome spell damage and weapon damage is also good. That's what I'm running. I have divines. I recommend running divines on all body pieces to buff up the Mundstone. And the second set that I'm running is Julianos. This set is it's good. I'm pretty sure they did increase the spell critical on it. The spell critical, I'm pretty sure they did. I might be wrong, but yeah, Julianos is just overall good set. It gives you flat positives. That's all it is. It's really good. It is really good. But if you want to change this out for something, you could run Mother Sorrow or False Gods to keep up with Magico Stain, because I do have a little bit of problem on this build. Back in the day I did not, but they switched stuff in the CP system, which I love the CP system, don't get me wrong. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I have the Dead Water, you know, I have these down here. I still got to retrait the Magicka, but I might just keep the stam. So like I said, breaking free and roll dodging is detrimental because you can get one shot. And as a Sork, it's really easy as well, because I'll show you guys my skills. I'll show you my front bar first, but I am running Crit Surge, and if you're not running Crit Surge on a Sork, I don't know what you're doing. I'm sorry. But it's just good. You increase your overall weapon and spell damage by 20% for 33 seconds, and while you're dealing critical damage, it heals you for a buttload of fucking healing, you know. So it's really good. And I have my Boundless Storm, which is in, I'll tell you guys where it is. Boundless Storm is in Storm Calling, and same with Critical Surge. These are in Storm Calling. So just so you guys know, I'm not going to go too in depth of this type of stuff. This is mainly for people that have the gist of the game, that can just paste and copy. But if you guys have questions, let me know. All right, I will try to answer them and, you know, give you guys the answers that you want. But yeah, this is Boundless Storm. It's basically a physical and spell resistance buff that give you resistances to, like, you know, all types of damage and stuff like that. And while this is active though, you're also doing AoE damage. Any nearby enemies in your proximity will get shocked by almost 1,000 shock damage every 1 second for 23 seconds. So that's pretty good. I'm not even buffed, so yeah, it probably hits around 1,000. So that's pretty good. And I have Hardened Ward, which is in Daedric Summoning. Hardened Ward right here, and it gives you a 12k damage shield for 6 seconds, and the strength, you know, copies 60% of your health. So this damage shield is not based off your max health, and actually the more health you have, it's going to be pretty bad. I'm pretty sure. I tried it once on a tank, it was bad. But this shield is based off your max magicka, so the more magicka you have, the more the damage shield's going to, you know, take. It's really cool. That's where that is. I run that, and then the next one I do just to get out of sticky situations is Streak. So if, like, let's say I'm roll dodging and let's say I get feared and they're all around me and I break free, but I can't roll dodge through the crowd, I'll just use this ability to just zip right past them, and it does damage too. So not too much, but it's meant to be like, oh shit, get off me. So that's located in Storm Calling. Right down here, it's the last ability you unlock. You have to get to, I think, level 40 or 45 to unlock it in the Storm Calling tree. And last but not least on this, for the skills, we have Dark Conversion. This one is really good, like if you're running out of magicka and stuff and you don't need to. This is one I usually use in battle. I don't use it when I'm, because this costs stam, and stamina is really good if you're running and stuff. So yeah, this is just good to get back your healing. It's a heal and also gives back magicka, and you recover magicka over time too, so it's really good. And just gonna say this one thing, and when you use this, you also proc this right here, which increases your overall spell critical rating for 20 seconds. So it's good. You want to honestly pop this once in a while, just because, so you can get that bonus right here. So all right, and then their ultimate is Suppression Field. This is really good, just the enemies get, like, knock them on their knees. It is really awesome. I love it. A lot of people don't like it. I had one guy saying he never seen someone use that in this before, like Skyreach, when I was running him, and I was like, yeah dude, it's good, I love it. It does decent damage and stuff like that. I used to use War Maidens for this because it just, War Maidens makes this ultimate especially stronger, but it was kind of only benefiting this ultimate, none of my other abilities, so I took it off. I kind of felt it was a waste of a set just for benefiting one ultimate, you know. That's kind of silly. But yeah, that is located in the Dark Magic. It's the ultimate ability in Dark Magic. It's pretty good. Again, when you use this ultimate, you will increase your spell critical. I'm not saying you need to spam this ult just to get your spell critical. That's why you have usually the skill here. And if you don't want to use this skill card, Dark Conversion, if you want to use Crystal Frags, because Crystal Frags have a random proc when you use a magic ability and stuff like that, so you can just throw it out at one enemy and it's just get the quick proc. Or you can use Daedric Tomb. This is also a good AoE thing, but it does cost a lot of magicka, so I don't recommend doing that. But I personally just use this just to withstand, just have good withstand and stuff like that. But let's check out the back bar side. This is where all our AoEs are. So we have Mystic Orb. This one's really good to throw it out, and this eats all the enemy's health. It just destroys it. And Mystic Orb is in the Undaunted. It's the last one. It is a bitch to level up. Not even joking. It takes forever. But it's really good. I recommend getting it. If you are comfortable with a different ability, go ahead and use it. I'm just showing you guys what I use. Yes, there will be stuff better out there. I'm not the best build creator, all right? So I apologize. But all right, our second ability is Unstable Wall, which can be found in Destruction Staff. This is really good overall. Just using it, you throw it down, and has a chance, when it blows up, it has a chance to apply a status effect, and that's honestly the key thing that we want. We want the enemies to get off balance, and I will explain that later in the CP system. But yeah, I use this. It's good, and also if this kills anything, you will get magicka back right here. It's crazy. Like when you're killing stuff, you have infinite magicka basically. So yeah. All right, our second ability is lightning fluid. I don't know how to read. But this is also another AoE. It hits about almost 2k shock damage when I'm fully buffed and stuff like that. So oh wait, hold on, there we go. Yeah, it hits about almost 2k. It's pretty good. I love it. All right, and then you find that in the storm calling. Obviously it's lightning, so there you go. It's right there. Go ahead and slop that baby on, and I'll just show you some of the passives. So, well, from having this on, you get 2% overall weapon and spell damage from Sorc ability. It probably would be smart to run more Sorc abilities together, honestly, but back here, this is where my damage is actually increased because I switched this bar. When I throw all my AoEs down, I switched this bar right here to withstand and stuff like that, and all the AoEs kill it. So that's why I don't have too many Sorc abilities on the back bar. So if anyone's asking. But yeah, we get 10% magic curve, which is also helpful right there. But yeah, that's lightning flood. Fuck me. But we got storm pulsar. This one I switch off and on, just depending. I don't know. It's okay. It's actually I don't care for it, but I have it on there just to get off that little bit trinkle damage. You know, I'll show you what it does. It's basically just a pulse. If enemies are around you, you could spam it and stuff like that. And usually most of the time, I would recommend spamming it when they're half health or whatever, so you can get that quick, and because you're guaranteed to go, you're gonna kill them, and then your magicka will restore, because this is a destruction staff ability, and when you get kills with a destruction staff ability, you restore magicka. So there you go. And on the back bar, I also have this is the last ability, and then we're gonna get to the ultimate. I have Inner Light just to increase my overall magicka and my spell critical rating. I was thinking of switching Convergent for Inner Light, just to have when I'm on my front bar, I still have the critical bonus. I might do that. I don't know. I haven't tested it yet, so we're gonna see that later on, I guess. All right. For our ultimate, this thing destroys, as you saw in the beginning of the video. I threw it down, it just destroyed everything. It's really good. Yeah, it's just a big heaping hurricane that destroys all the ads and stuff like that. And it's one of my favorite ultimates and stuff like that. If you don't want to use that, you want to use something else, you could use this right here. This is a good AoE. It isn't as strong, but you basically shock people in front of you and stuff like that, which is really cool. I wouldn't recommend using this. This is more single target. Yeah, there is an AoE version, but it isn't really that good, all in honesty. And I don't recommend using pets in here, because the pets will lag behind, keeping up the ads so they're not on you and stuff like that. If you know what I mean. It's awful. It's annoying. I tried it once. It was so bad. But that's pretty much the build so far. I'm gonna go into the CP systems. Ain't nothing too special about this, but it's honestly made it a little bit stronger, the CP system, really. But if I had more CP's points, I would put into different things, but right now I'm kind of forced to do this. So let's go to the first one. This is Fighting Finesse. Increases your critical and damage and healing, critical healing done by 2% per stage, and I have fully maxed out, so that's 10% critical damage and critical healing, which both are really good, because my crits are going to be harder hitting, which is more damage, and my critical healing is going to be good, because overall Sorcs heal over time for dealing damage. So there you go. It's really fucking good. All right, we're gonna go up here now. This one is Overlord. This one's really good because, again, like I was saying, when you throw down the wall of element and you apply that Stas effect, this procs this right here, and this is disgusting. Whenever you kill an enemy under the effect of a Stas effect, you deal, they deal oh my goodness, I'm choking, guy. I'm sorry. Okay. They explode, dealing 2,360 oblivion damage per stage to all enemies in 4 meters. And when you're doing Skyreach, they're always all together. There's no enemies lacking behind. Usually there's archers. Let me correct myself. There is archers that are really annoying. But yeah, this overall does 4,000 oblivion damage, to one enemy. If I apply a status effect to, like, let's say 8 enemies, they're all gonna blow up. Boom. It's just crazy, and it damage each other and stuff like that. It's insane. It's really good. I used to run this right here instead of this because I had AoEs, right? So I would throw in the AoEs behind the enemies, and it would hit them while they're attacking me. So I thought this actually worked, but overall I don't think it actually works with AoEs and stuff like that, because it's actually hitting all around them. So I'm too lazy to fully test it. So if you guys want to test it out for me when you're doing this build, feel free and let me know. All right, we're gonna go into the purple tree, then we're gonna get over here. I'll show you guys the passives and stuff, but we're gonna get into this right here. My offensive penetration is only 350. You could go up higher. Like I said, I don't have any CP for it. I don't have anything to that, but I do have increases the apply magic status effect by 30% per stage, and I have 60% increase. So overall, you're constantly hitting people with off balance, which will proc that other thing that I did, the Oblivion damage proc. So it's busted, boys. It's fucking busted. And then right here increases your overall 100 weapon spell damage to magicka attacks, which that's what we use. We use, you know, shock damage and stuff like that. So it is really good. I love it. I love it so much. And that's pretty much it right there. I'm pretty sure yeah, that's pretty much it. Just this and then that. All right, we're gonna go up here. This is, you know, no brainer. Increases your damage done with area effect attacks by 2% per stage. I have 10%. I have it maxed. This is honestly a necessity. You need this on the build because all you're doing is AoEs and stuff like that. So it is really good, really strong. You put it on. I used to actually no, I did not do that. That's for something else. I was no, don't look at that. All right, this one increases your damage over time effects, which is basically AoEs, anything that's placed down. This is mainly for dots too. Like if you have a dot, like soul trap and stuff like that will also increase it. But this is also increases your AoE damage as well, because it is a damage over time. It sits there ticking damage over time. So that's also really good. Pretty sure I showed you all the 4, but we got to go down the center. This is our I'm sorry if I'm going really fast. This is like, sorry for my pacing. If it's too fast for you guys, let me know and I will slow down. I'm just trying to make a long ass video. Not trying to speed stuff up. But we are in quick recovery right now. It increases your healing taken by 1% and you have 2%. So that's just good for overall just healing and keeping yourself alive and stuff like that. And then at the bottom under it, we have reduce your damage taken from non-player attacks by 5%. So we have 5% reduction, which is good. I recommend putting more into this. I might honestly take some of this out and put this in here. I don't know yet. But and we have this right here, reduces your damage attacks, reduces your damage taking from martial arts attacks. So that's basically like melee, like because they're mainly all the enemies are up your ass usually, so they're usually just hitting you and stuff. And this also will reduce the damage and stuff like that. And these right here, for people that not understanding the new CP system, these gold yellow things, these are passives. You don't gotta slot these. The blue ones, these are slottables. These are passives. You don't gotta slot these at all. That's what's awesome. You want to get all the, you don't want to get all the passives no matter what. No matter if it's useless, just get it because it's good if you have enough points, of course. But this other passive gives you more magicka, which is good. This other passive right here, precision, gives you more spell critical, which is good. It used to be a lot more. It used to be over 1,000, but they changed it and stuff like that, which is whatever, you know, less points to use. And then we got this tree right here. So we got healing done, increases your healing done. I have it by 1%, which is really not all that good. I have this in here. I ran this for a couple of runs just to see, just if I ever got low, you know, and my power surge kicks in and I heal, it'll give me a damage shield. But I just damage shield really doesn't do anything in there, honestly. It disappears really fast. It just melts. So I took it off just to have more overall, more damage, stuff like that. So if you want to run this, you can. For more support, you can help out your ally that you're running. So let's say he's about to die or something, you heal, you put a damage shield on them or something. But yeah, that's pretty much the blue tree, pretty sure. Yeah, that's the blue tree. And I'm not going to talk about the green tree because that's overland stuff. That's all on you. That's what you want to do. It's, you know, it's not meaning for the build. Like, you don't need it. All right, we're going to start up at the top. We got extra health, which who doesn't like extra health? You know, you're more tanky when you have more health. So yeah, I have this on right here, gain more health and stuff like that. I recommend maxing it out. I have the armor, which is good, you know, more resistances and stuff like that. And then we have magicka recovery and health recovery and stand recovery, which is all good. I love it. Awesome. Very simple. This is very simple. This is probably the easiest tree to do, the red tree, because this is all mainly defense and stuff like that. And then we come over here. When you kill an enemy, you restore 300 magicka per stage. So I restore 1,500 magicka whenever I kill an enemy, on top of that passive that I have in the destruction staff. So when I'm killing stuff with if my destruction staff kills enemies, I gain magicka from there on top of this right here, which is just, it's insane. It's really good. It's like awesome. The passes are simple, increasing movement speed. That's good. You want to sprint and run, you know, pile them all up and stuff like that. The block cost, wait, no, what cost of block? Yeah, this is nothing really. This I just put it in here because I had extra points. But sprinter, which is good, reduces the cost of sprint, more health, good. Reduces the duration of elemental stats effect to you, which is good because then that makes you more tanky. Reduces the recoils of roll dodge, which is good. You know, everything's good in this. Sorry. But reduces the cost of break fee. I do need to put more in this. Let me go and fill this up right there. There we go. But that's pretty much the build, guys. If you guys want to see it, sorry if I went really fast, feel free to pause the video and yell at me in the comment section. But this is, like I said, this is nothing. Like you guys can see, increases the quality of chest items. You don't got to put this stuff on. I do recommend putting on the potion that has a 10% not to chance to consume, and probably that adds 10 minutes to food durations and drinks. So it adds like 30 minutes, so that's pretty cool. I recommend doing those three at least. But yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, if you want me to go full in depth of the build, I will make another video explaining the passives and stuff, like why, you know, whatever. But like I said, this isn't the best build online for Skyreach runs and stuff like that. This is the build that works for me, and it works really well. And I get paid for it, for running people, leveling them up. I usually charge because I do run it around almost under 3 minutes, almost. So I charge you around 6K per run, and they like it. You know, some people don't, you know, they're willing to pay, so you know, that's cool. But thank you guys for joining me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this little different video. It's, you know, I'm probably not going to post too much about Elder Scrolls Online because it is kind of a it's acquired taste. It's not meant for everyone. It is really hard to get into. So if you, I recommend, the community is really amazing. There is you know, the bad apples of the bunch, of course, that's like in every community, but they're really nice. If you find if you do start playing this game and stuff like that, you feel free to add me. There's no crossplay, so if you're on PC or PlayStation, I apologize, I'm on Xbox. But if you do start playing this game, I recommend joining a guild. Guilds are just amazing. They're really helpful and stuff like that. This is my guild right here. It's not started up yet. I just have a few of my friends in there and stuff like that. But yeah, if you do start playing this game, please, you know, just for the pain and suffering, join a guild, because I regret not doing that when I first played, because I had friends that played, but you know, just complications came up and they didn't really play this game back in the day all too much. So I was honestly kind of alone doing a lot of stuff, you know, grinding, and then when they would get on, I would just help them because I had so much experience in like gold and mats and stuff like that. Mats are materials like this. All this stuff is materials, and I have the craft bag, so that's from ESO Plus. That's a subscription, which you do not have to pay. All right, I don't recommend buying it if you're just now getting into the game, but it does come in handy. So, but yeah, thank you for joining me for this unusual video. I usually, like I said, I'm not going to post this too much because it's acquired taste, but thank you guys for, you know, stopping and taking time out of your day to watch it. It means a lot to me. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out. Stay awesome.